Poverty is a silent killer of dreams and dignity. The vicious cycle of poverty spins endlessly, like a staircase with no end in sight.
Far from the cities, we were left behind in the rurals, where opportunities were scarce and poverty became a way in life. The future generation should live better, yet the question remained, was there a hope?
Am I here a hope?
Good evening. Felda has officially launched its new transformation program, offering major housing and land benefits for settler families. The historic update allows families to build multiple houses on a single land lot so generations can live together. A new land lot scheme also provides designated residential plots and basic infrastructure specifically for the second and third generations to build homes affordably. Additionally, previously stalled housing projects are being revived into modern, budget-friendly residences with upgraded utility access. Applications open this Monday at all local Felda offices and online through the Settler portal.
But even in the darkest moment, hope has a way of finding those who refuse to give up. One day, that hope arrived in the form of Felda. Its officer traveled from village to village, walking along dusty roads and knocking on the doors of family who had spent their entire lives trapped in the poverty. They came with more than just words. They come with an opportunity to change life forever. In 1956, the Federal Land Development Authority, better known as Felda, was established by the Malaysian government with a clear mission to eradicate rural poverty and provide landless families with a chance to build a better future. It was more than just a development agency. It was a promise that no family should be trapped in poverty simply because they were born into it. This vision was championed by Malaysia's second Prime Minister Tun Abdul Razak Hussein, widely remembered as the father of development. He believed that by giving family lands, home, and opportunities to earn a sustainable income, the cycle of poverty could finally be broken, not for one generation, but for generations to come. Thousands of families answered that call. They left behind the only life they had ever known and ventured into dense forests and untouched land. Armed with little more than determination, they cleared the land, planted crops, and built new communities from the ground up. The journey was never easy, but every tree they planted and every home they built brought them one step closer to a future they had once thought impossible. What began as a dream to fight poverty soon became one of the Malaysia's greatest rural development success story. Felda did not simply give people land, it restored hope, created opportunities, and transforms the lives of thousands of families across the nation.
Years passed. What once began as a single signature had grown into a future they had only dreamed of. The children who once walked to school with worn-out shoes were no longer defined by poverty. They had something their parents never had, a change. Through Felda support and educationist assistance, they were given opportunities to continue their study in town and cities, opening doors that had once seemed impossible to reach. For the first time, they stepped into lecture halls instead of rubber estates. They carried books instead of burdens. Every lesson they learned became a tribute to the sacrifice their parents had made years before. Then come the moment that changed everything. Dressed in formal attires, one of those children walked into a job interview not with fears but with confidence. The child of a once struggling settler was now ready to build a professional career, proving that education had become the bridge between hardship and success. Behind every achievement stood two proud parents watching quietly with tears in their eyes. They sacrificed the long days under the scorching sun, and the difficult choice they had made were no longer in vain. Because Felda did not just transform the life of one generation, it empowered the next. It turned dreams into opportunities, opportunities into success, and success into a legacy that would continue for generations to come.
And now, oil palm and rubber cultivation are the core economic activities in Felda. This program provides settlers with a stable source of income through land allocation, technical support, replanting programs, and modern farming practice. This helps increase productivity and ensure long-term sustainability. Felda also invests in research and development R&D by introducing high-yield oil palm varieties and smart farming technologies such as drones, artificial intelligence, and precision agriculture. This innovation increases efficiency while reducing production costs. Development and settlement programs provide land, housing, and better infrastructure such as road, electricity, water supply, and palm oil mills. Felda support community and economic development through programs like the Women Association GPW and the Young Entrepreneur Program. This initiative empower women, encourage entrepreneurship, and create more employment opportunities for the younger generation. And finally, Felda also provide education and healthcare service through Tabika Kemas, College Yayasan Felda, and Hemodialysis Center. This program improve access to education, healthcare, and skill training for Felda communities.